Okay. I have Camden Toy with me here today, and Camden is from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yes, I actually had the kind of odd distinction of playing more villains on the show than anybody else, and they also brought me in to play a villain on Angel as well, the spin-off series this season. So I played four different villains in the Buffyverse.
The villains are fun, aren't they?
Oh, they're so much fun.
I got to play one yesterday.
Oh, you're kidding? What was it?
I have a non-disclosure on it. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't wait to see it or hear about it later.
It's like an internal thing, so you won't. Oh well, but it was fun.
Okay, well, cool.
So we have readers, and I want to hear what Camden likes to read.
I'm a big Lawrence Durrell fan. I love the Alexandria Quartet, which so few people seem to know about it anymore. Are you familiar? You're giving me.
No,
you don't know it either.
I don't. Tell us about it.
You must check it out. Well, it's 4 books. It's Justine, Balthazar, Mount Olive, and Clea. Durrell was an English writer. He was a contemporary of Henry Miller. Henry Miller's also, I'm a big fan of Henry Miller. I just love Henry Miller's work. For your readers that don't want to read something that has lots of sex and craziness, you can always read the, because he has a lot of kind of graphic sex in his books. But if you want to experience Henry Miller without that, because I know some people are offended by that, the Colossus of Marouses, which is his travel log basically through Greece and Europe, is phenomenal. And as a reader, you keep like waiting for the sex, and it doesn't happen. But yeah, Colossus of Marouses by Henry Miller is just wonderful because his observation, his use of language. I mean, he really revolutionized language in so many different ways. So those are 2 of my favorite authors for novels. Probably my favorite poet is Susan Phelan. My father used to read poems, particularly from his collection of The Island of the Mind, to me when I was a kid. I grew up with that book, and I ended up living in San Francisco for about 6 years when I was in my early 20s. And so I got to spend a lot of time in his bookstores, the City Lights, which is an amazing bookstore. For your readers, when you go to San Francisco, you must visit City Lights. City Lights is an amazing bookstore.
Oh, independent bookstores are marvelous.
Yeah, and City Lights is it's a bookstore, and it's also they publish as well. So they were the first people to publish Howl.
Oh,
Allen Ginsberg. Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Were you a reader as a kid?
I had a huge problem as a kid. When I was younger, learning disabilities had not really fully been understood, so I just think a lot of people just thought I was stupid. I probably was dyslexic, which is something I kind of grew out of. I even had eye-hand coordination problems. I could do gymnastical things, or I could get on the monkey bars and spin and do all sorts of things, flips, but I couldn't take a ball and throw with any kind of accuracy. But then suddenly, when I was about 13 years old, I suddenly was able to have eye-hand coordination. I remember the day where I just sort of threw it, and it was like, oh, I had like perfect act. I went, try that, did it again. I was like, wait a minute. And that was around the time when reading suddenly opened up to me.
Do you remember any of those books that when it first opened up to you?
The Last Unicorn by Peter S. Beagle. What else? There's a really fun book that I actually read as an adult. I did not read as a kid, but it's a kid's book. It's Weedsy Bat. Ever read Weedsy Bat?
No.
Oh yeah, you got to check out Weedsy Bat. It's I think it's probably for maybe the 12 to 15 range. Although there is a little bit of sex in it, so maybe it wouldn't be totally appropriate for.
But it's young adults.
It's written specifically for young adults, and it's just lovely. An old girlfriend of mine years ago worked at Books of Wonder, which is one of the incredible privately owned children's bookstore in New York City, and she turned me on to that book as an adult. I remember reading as an adult, going, "This is really fun."
Oh.
But it was, it's obviously it's not a kid's book in that it's not like a picture book, but it's a young novel. It's a small, or a short. I wouldn't want to say a short, a novella maybe, because it's not really as thick enough for a novel. It's a novella, yes.
Well, thank you so much, Camden. I appreciate your time and hearing your comments. I'm going to check out some of those guys.
Those are wonderful books. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Bye-bye.